It's my life living with HIV. Hello, here I am, y'all. Getting ready to take my medicine. You know what time it is. It's meds time, and here they are. Jim Voyas and Balta, Jim Voyas and Balta, and here we go. And no, I don't feel like taking them. Voila, down the hatch. So I decided to eat some fruit. Try and lift my spirits up, y'all. I have blueberries, I have cherries, I have grapes, and I have strawberries. Y'all want some? Y'all want some? Because we running so far behind, it's ridiculous. Did they even give us some straws? Hey y'all, we just made it to LaGrange. It was an hour away, and we finally made it, y'all. Here's the place. It's so many people here, y'all. I'm so happy. Look at me, y'all. Y'all, this is a really big car. They got a pool over here. Oh my God. I ain't been really able to get a whole lot of content because y'all I don't want to get my phone wet. But Carter right here with my sister. Hello, y'all. It's me, Lisa Faye, coming to you live from my bedroom. Just wanted to come and talk to you for a minute. I haven't been blogging for a minute. It's just life. Life been lifing. And me at the age of 55, I'm bored. And I'm just going to really tell you the truth. I'm bored. I want to find some volunteer work to do. I want to do some part-time work, paid part-time work, just to get out of the house and do things, you know. I haven't did anything in the HIV field in a while, and I really miss it. I really miss going around, sharing my testimony, and help uplift people who are newly diagnosed, and as well as just helping our community get educated on HIV. Helping our community get educated on HIV and AIDS. And it's very important for everyone to get educated because so many people think that nothing's going to happen to them. They won't catch it. They won't catch this. They won't catch that. But if you're not protecting yourself, you can catch anything. You know what I mean? As far as sex is concerned, having unprotected sex. And at the moment in my life, I'm separated from my husband, getting ready to file for divorce. And matter of fact, this Friday, getting ready to file for divorce this Friday. But the only joy that I have really is when my daughter is home with me. That's the only joy that I have. No, I don't want my husband back. I don't want that. I just enjoy being around her because she uplifts me, you know. And no, I don't wish I was young again. Been there, done that. I just want to be happy. I want to be satisfied as far as my living situation, our living situation. ever since that extra income left, I've been struggling trying to pay all these bills, okay? Trying to get with these ASOs, which is a service organization, is very hard. It's very hard, especially down here in the South. And I just needed some, I just need some help. That's what I need. I just need some help. And I know in order to help myself, that's to go out and try and find me another job. You know, I really can't work full time because eventually my back is not going to let me do that. Okay. I would like to work in the home, actually doing customer service work like I used to back in the day. You know, there's a lot of customer service jobs that's people doing it remotely from their homes. And that's what I'm looking for right now. But yeah, mental health is really something that you learn how to deal with, whether you're HIV or not. But when you're HIV positive, it really plays a role in you. It really plays a role in you. And I don't know why. It just seems like it's getting harder and harder. You know, I be looking at movies a lot that, you know, satisfy me to a certain extent. But like when I see women going out and they're doing things and just enjoying themselves, that's what I want to do. But I don't have a lot of friends. I have people that I can socialize with, but I don't socialize with. I think the best thing for me is to get back into a women's support group, because I missed that. When I first was diagnosed with HIV, I was in a women's support group, and it helped me out tremendously. Okay, now, since I'm not in the same women's support group because it's no longer around, I have to find some other women's support groups to get involved with to keep me calm, as far as knowing, okay, you're not the only one going through this, you know, physically and mentally and financially. You know, there's a lot of women that's going through the same thing I'm going through that's HIV positive. And then there's a lot of women that's not going through the same thing that's HIV positive. I've been thinking, you know, like I need to come on here. I need to come on here and talk and just talk and tell you how I feel. But it took me a minute to just pick up this camera and just talk. Because I think I'm boring. I think my life is so boring. That's why I don't even pick up the camera that much. And when I do pick up the camera, it's the same old thing. I want to do something different. I want to explore different things. So if there's somebody out here that's sound like me, not necessarily have to look like me, not my skin color, but just sounds like me, reach out to me. We could do this together. And then we get another person and another person that's tired of being bored. Tired of being bored. There's a lot of things. Somebody told me, well, think about this. If you're bored, you got stuff to do around the house. You can clean up. You can clean up every single day. What is that going to accomplish for me trying not to be bored? That eventually that's going to get boring, cleaning up. We got to do that anyway, regardless. We have to clean up where we live, in our environment. But I do understand that's something else I could do to help me from not being bored. But eventually cleaning up is boring. That's a natural thing we should do in the first place. So anyway, that's what I wanted to tell you. I get a chance to come back on and tell you some more stuff. Right now, I need to take my medicine. I have my medicine. I have some words that I be reading, like world missions and things of that nature. It comes out of this book that I read back in February. It's December, January, and February, winter quarter book. And it's this book right here. And it gives you some good stuff. Really good, interesting stuff about Jesus Christ. So I'm going to go ahead and take my meds. What is today? Today is Wednesday. Oh, something was stuck. Won't come out. So I'm going to go ahead and take. And I have vitamins too that I've added to my collection of meds. I take vitamins now. I used to take them a long time ago and then I stopped. So now I have vitamin C and all that good stuff. So here I am, right here. Here they are. That is Genvoya. And the other one is Cymbalta. I got my water in it. Or I could just separate like I normally do. Genvoya, Cymbalta. Genvoya for HIV, Cymbalta for depression and anxiety. Power pill. Power pill. Yep. Get ready to take it. And that's another thing that I don't like to take. Certain times, or some days, I don't want to take my meds. But I take it anyway. Like, now it's like after 12 o'clock. I should have been took it earlier. Because they always say, take your medicine same day, same time, and all that. I can't do that. I can't do that. I used to back in the day when I first found out, but now, So now I'm getting ready to take my other stuff that I take. Yeah, and I just took my dogs outside too. So that's another thing that'll help me not be bored. But eventually that gets bored. Because I take them out like 3 times a day. They need to get out. They need to use the restroom just like us. My daughter called me this morning. It's like, Mom, get up. You know the dogs got to go outside. They got to do the same thing you do. They got to shit. They got to piss. Yeah, she said that. So I got my butt up and did it. So that's why I love my daughter because she helps inspire me and she helps motivate me. And I'm supposed to be motivating other people as far as with my testimony. That's what I used to do back in the day. So now I want to get back into doing it again. So let me take my other meds. Uh-oh. Oh. Fell in my clothes. In my bra. Well, that was it. Somebody's in here watching me. Somebody's in here staring at me. Let me show you. There she is. Anyway, that's all I got for you today, y'all. Maybe I might read something. I don't know. Let's see. No, girl. Get off my pants. Okay. So, I'm going to read. I don't know what I'm going to read. I don't know. I'll figure it out in a minute. This is called Heart of the Lesson. It is amazing to see how Paul was so positive even in prison. He was full of the joy of the Lord. God had certainly helped him transcend all his difficult circumstances. And everyone was able to see that. Paul sought to live for Christ no matter what the circumstances. He wanted to satisfy Jesus at all costs, even if it meant imprisonment or death. Or our churches would be on fire for Jesus today if we had the same spiritual excitement that Paul conveyed while in chains. Yeah, that's kind of deep. That's deep. And it would be about the same if we had the same feeling that Paul had back in the day. Nothing happens to believers without a divine purpose. Philippians 1:12 and 13. Paul said that everything that happened to him, even the bad things, happened so that the gospel might be proclaimed. We see no element of self-pity or anger against his captors, or certainly no anger against God for his difficulties. All we see is his submission. Something happens to a believer or to anyone. Nothing happens to a believer or to anyone without a divine purpose. God is in control all the time. Paul was certain that God's plan for the salvation of mankind could not be thwarted by mortal man. Even his guards could see that. This prisoner was not like any they had seen. He was safe in his master's hands. The gospel would continue to be preached under all circumstances. Philippians 1:14 through 18. Other Christians who were involved in evangelist efforts had become bolder in preaching the gospel as a result of Paul's imprisonment. This was just the opposite of what Paul's captors wanted to happen. The believers were encouraged. Their attitude was that if Paul could do it, they could do it too. Paul's faith was infectious. We should ask ourselves whether our faith is caught by others when they see us. Our faith needs to shine through as we seek to display Jesus through our lives. Paul certainly set the example for us. Now, when I was first diagnosed, when I went to my very first women's support group, they inspired me to get out and tell my story. That's another reason why it wasn't so hard for me to get out and tell when I was first diagnosed, because those women inspired me to tell mine. And so I did. That's what I did. Paul said that some were preaching the gospel for the wrong reasons. Even here, we see how Paul was convinced that God is in charge. No matter what people's motives, God could handle the situation. Some believers preached with an attitude of strife. Others preached with sincerity. Paul responded by saying that he was just glad that the gospel was being preached. In that he rejoiced. He reminded the Christians that evil human beings can never hinder the preaching of the gospel. God has his own ways to get the gospel out. He surely does. He has his own ways, like right now. He's like, girl, get on here and start talking about me. Just get on here and start talking about me. Start talking about Paul. And that's what I'm doing. Paul's only purpose in life was to please Christ. Philippians 1:19 through 26. Paul asserted that ultimately all his negative circumstances were going to turn out for good because of the prayers of the Philippian church. He was determined to honor his Lord, whether it was through life or death. Now that's deep. In life, he would honor Christ, and in death, he would be with Christ forever. His hope was that Christ would be magnified either way. Paul would ultimately be vindicated because of the bold stand he took for Jesus. The prospect of either death or life would not distract him from his purpose of following his Lord. Paul was also concerned for his people, and he did not want to leave them shepherdless. They had certainly grown in their faith under his care. What comes across so clearly in this lesson is Paul's confidence in his Lord. His faith had not abated in his suffering. It drew him to Jesus. We can learn much from Paul's zeal for the proclamation of the gospel. All right, so that's what I have to read you today, and I'll be back another day to read some more. So I hope you enjoyed what I just read. Is called The Heart of the Lesson, and it's basically some points about Paul and his zeal for going out and preaching the gospel for Christ. See ya. Hello, y'all. I'm on my way to get my blood drawn. Yes. It's time to do labs, y'all, to see how my T cells and viral load is doing. So talk to you later. right, y'all. On my way into the doctor's office. Well, in the labs to get my blood drawn. Whew. Okay. I'm on the elevator. 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 I'm on the elevator again, but I'm not by myself.
No, she's not. We're gonna. Woo!
Yes, that's new. Let you know how long I've been here. Wow, I got some good rain.
Yes, you do. Do a tight fist for me?
Do I release once it's in?
Yes, ma'am. Let go.
No door, baby. So I'm done. I got my labs done and going back home. Excuse me. Okay, y'all, so I'm going to get back in my car, but I gotta get on the elevator first. I gotta get on the elevator first. Going to go see if I can find these crackers that Brianna likes. Yep. Here we go into Family Dollar. Let's see. Now here is our favorites. Let's see. We got the Crush. We got Sonic Cherry. Yeah, not all deal. Starburst. Girl, pick your favorite. I don't know what my favorite is. Here we go. I'm getting those. And I guess I get watermelon. And I guess I get the blue. Yeah, that's all I get. That's what I'm gonna get. Okay. Okay, y'all, I got what she likes. Chicken crackers that she likes. It's the unnamed brand kind. She different from me. Right. Back in the car, back in the car, back in the car, yay. Hey y'all, I'm here at the courthouse. Yes, I am. I'm here at the courthouse. This place is so big. Elevator to the 7th floor. Whew, okay. I'm waiting. You better get that dog. Hello. Now I'm in the bed watching movies. Commercial on, commercial on, commercial on.
Yeah, yeah.